The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Well, the Bears made a big trade yesterday, and Montez Sweat is now part of your Chicago Bears. All-name team, all-time. The Bears traded a 2024 second-round draft pick, and of course, people hate it, like Case, and some people love it. I'm not saying I love it. I'm just saying I understand what they're doing, is trying to be better at defense and sack the quarterback, which they have not done, and the Bears have traditionally done for decades, at least when they lose. Usually the defense is tough. It hasn't been tough, and he's a 27-year-old guy in the final year of his contract. He's good. The problem with it is they are not in a playoff run. Most people trade for players like this when you're in a playoff run at the trade deadline. They are not.
I don't know. A lot of our listeners seem to be really into this move, which surprises me because their logic is, well, they can put a franchise tag on him, make a long-term investment here. I just am not of the mindset of trading even a second-round pick when you're definitely not making the playoffs this year. That just seems ill-advised to me. But I am the Debbie Downer here.
Well, no, it's reasonable argument on it because they're going to have to pay him either with a franchise tag or pay him $20 million a year at the end of the year to keep him. He still could leave. He's a free agent. He's a rental. But it's a guy that when he comes to Chicago, Kenzie takes him around and shows him around the city.
Mm-hmm.
What?
You got to, woo him here. Make him stay.
Mr. Sweat.
Come on.
No.
Don't you want to hang out with Montez Sweat?
Yeah.
Why do we have to convince people to get paid a ridiculous amount of money to play a game?
Well, because they could get paid a ridiculous amount of money elsewhere.
Okay, well then do that. Like, neat. I'm not going to beg you.
Well, that's not going to help, Kenzie. I don't like your attitude
I don't
here.
think you should be running the Chicago Bears.
Well, newsflash. Here I sit.
Listen, we'll see what happens with it, but I think he's definitely someone they need, but will it play out good? Now, the Bears were also going after the same team, Chase Young, who ended up on the 49ers. That's a team that's headed to the playoffs, and they just beefed up. A little side note, so Chase Young now going to be playing with Nick Bosa on the 49ers. They played together at Ohio State. Nick Bosa, and of course Joey Bosa, their brothers, their great-grandfather was Chicago outfit mob leader Tony Accardo.
Seems bad.
Well, they're football players. They're millionaires now, but that's great-grandfather was in the mob.
I'm sure they have to pay for some of those cents. I don't know what Tony Accardo did, but I'm sure it wasn't charity.
He's one of those guys that died peacefully in his sleep in his 80s.
Well, just because your great-grandpa did it doesn't mean that you're going to.
I'm just saying, I probably left skeletons in that closet.
Who knows what my great-grandpa was up to in these streets?
Have you seen The Godfather?
Yeah, he wasn't in it.
What? No. All of them were in the mob. All of them. The dad, the sons.
I said mine.
Oh. I thought you meant in the movie.
He wasn't there for sure.
I'm just saying, typically, if the grandfather or somebody was in it, it's a family business.
Yeah, but you get to make your own
decisions.
Make your own choices.
They chose football.
I used to watch Mob Wives, and they weren't even doing bad stuff. They got to have a whole TV show. They were married to them.
You don't think the mob themselves dipped into that money from the Mob Wives show?
No.
Is that on VH1?
It was.
It was a great show, by the way.
I loved that
show.
show.
I loved it, too.
It was so good.
The Bulls are at the Mavs tonight before they come back to the Madhouse Friday, taking on the Nets. The Rangers beat the D-backs 11-7, go up 3-1 in the World Series. And it was 10-0 in the third. The Rangers could end it tonight. The World Series could be over tonight.
There you go. I'm still watching it. I know Brian's all bummed out that his Phillies are in it, but...
Well, Phillies because it was really Cubs light. When you had, Schwarber, you had Castellanos, you had Craig Kimbrell, and I'd call Bryce Harper an honorary Cub because he should have played here.
That doesn't count.
He was best friends with Chris Bryant. He should have played here. They should have made it work.
So next year, Shohei Ohtani's an honorable White Sox because he should be here also.
There's no connection. He doesn't know anybody here.
I'm sure he loves Chicago.
Unless Kenzie wants to convince him to come play for the White Sox
Come
somehow.
on, Kenzie.
Why would I convince him to play for the White Sox? Why would I do that?
Just as a Chicago ambassador to bring some life to the city.
I would convince him to play for the Cubs.
No.
No, you don't like that?
I don't. That's a bummer.
Whatever.
He's being the White Sox fan in the room.
I
Finally,
don't think one player is going to make you guys all of a sudden go to the World Series. Just calm down.
It'd be nice.
It would be nice.
It would be a quick fix. I don't want to work hard. I don't want to rebuild again.
It's not a basketball game. You don't need one LeBron.
Finally, Marcus Jordan dating Larsa Pippen, Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, and it became a joke for a while. Now they're getting close to getting married, and Marcus says he hopes his dad would be the best man. Scottie Pippen hates Michael Jordan now, which is very sad to me overall because that era was so good. It had to be tainted by something, and it has to be tainted by Scottie Pippen saying he's not even a good basketball player today. What a moron.
Respect.
What a complete moron.
Is it weird that he wants his dad to be his best man?
No, I think that's my mom was like my maid of honor.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's that weird.
Sounds weird, but I'll back off on this one.
Sometimes, okay, here's the thing. I had a lot of friends come to my wedding, but I felt uncomfortable with any of my friends being like, okay, here's what I need out of you as a maid of honor and knock all these things. I'm like, I just want you guys to have fun. You travel. You're like, I don't have a sister. So, because a lot of people make their siblings.
Yeah,
Like, their
because
best
doesn't
man's maid of
Marcus
honor.
Jordan have a brother?
Oh, he has a couple brothers.
So why is the dad getting bumped up?
Well, if Michael Jordan was your dad, wouldn't you want him on prime display at your wedding? and you've done nothing with your life.
Jesus. I don't know. He bagged Larsa Pippen. He's doing all right.
Bag Larsa Pippen is, I don't think that's like a trophy.
I
Bagging a lot of bags.
I think Larsa's doing it to kill Scottie. I don't think she loves Marcus Jordan. I'm not buying it.
I believe in true love.
Do you?
With Larsa and Marcus.
And Marcus Jordan?
I think it sounds nice.
Well, listen, in the Last Dance, that's part of why Scottie Pippen doesn't really love Michael Jordan anymore. It made him look cheap and, took a bad deal, a not good businessman. Let's take you back to the 80s when Scottie Pippen did the Mr. Submarine commercials here in Chicago. Kenzie's never heard this before. Here we go.
Chicago's original submarine, Mr. Submarine.
This is 1 6-footer. I can't handle one-on-one. Ladies, let's have a party.
Choose from Mr. Submarine's great lineup of your favorite subs. Mr. Submarine's king-size sub, a regular sub piled high with your favorite meats and cheeses.
For the best tasting meal around, Mr. Submarine is the real stuff.
Chicago's original
Okay, I'll stop it there. Kenzie, you got to hear the beginning again. Okay, so there are a couple lovable cheerleaders
Because it
in there.
sounds a little.
She's not seeing it. I got to play the video for you, but Scottie's with a couple lovable cheerleaders and a sub that's as tall as him.
And I want to note, later on in the commercial, for those that can't see it, Scottie Pippen goes to dunk a basketball, and as he's dunking it through the hoop, the basketball turns into a submarine sandwich, and it's awesome.
Chicago.
So now picture it, Kenzie. Picture it. Here we go.
Mr. Submarine.
This is 1 6-footer. I can't handle one-on-one. Ladies, let's have a party.
Choose from Mr. Submarine's
Why
great
is there
lineup
no
of your
beat?
favorite subs. Mr.
Why
Submarine's
is
king-size
he
sub,
smushed the lines together?
with your favorite
How
meats and
he
cheeses.
did not a
Tasting meal around, Mr.
blew right through
Submarine
the
is the
period in
real
that sentence, didn't he? On that teleprompter.
Oh, it is so cool when the ball turns into the sandwich.
awesome.
That is so cool.
Do you think you could do Scottie Pippen's line, Brian? You do voice work. Could you do the Mr. Submarine line?
Hey, ladies, this is 6 foot I can't handle alone. Oh, to help me out.
I think the line is, do you want to party?
What I don't understand is why it starts off as a sub commercial and turns into like him offering them cocaine.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And the guy was interviewed by the news in San Francisco when an earthquake happened. And here was his response.
I was just slamming some dollaritas up at the Applebee's and with my friends, and it was a big shake. It was only like probably a couple seconds, but it was real. Everyone like stopped talking. Yeah, it was heavy. It was a big one.
It was a 3.9.
Ooh, that's heavy. All right, fair enough. That's a good one. Yeah, that's definitely one of the bigger ones I felt. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, appreciate it. All right, dollaritas back.
Oh my God.
Dollaritas. I didn't even know what those were. I'm not a margarita guy. I guess they have dollaritas. They have margaritas that are $1.
That's unbelievable. I'm sure it's really their top shelf, I'd imagine.
Oh, we got to go sample them over at Applebee's later on.
They just brought them back. It's a huge thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, no, it's like, as somebody that's up to date on Applebee's news, this is kind of a big deal.
Oh, okay. I'm going to get some.
You okay, Kenzie? So you gasping for air.
Sorry, I think just the things your your list of fandom things just keeps growing in an interesting way.
It doesn't really make a lot of sense, does it? I do.
No.
Oh, man, I love Applebee's.
Because, I could see you being like, no food chains, man, only local.
No, I dated a girl like that who wouldn't eat at chain restaurants, and it caused us a lot of tension. I love chain restaurants. There's a reason there's so many of them. They're good.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Facts. That's all I can say to that.
Oh my God, that was the worst. You sound like you weren't invited into our conversation.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So a reminder, about an hour and a half ago, Case posted a video of me going into Halloween City trying to return a $13 parrot, part of my pirate costume.
On Halloween.
On Halloween, that didn't fit the costume. It just didn't hang on well. It was Velcro. It kept falling off. It was defective. And I took it back yesterday, and they told me I can not return it yesterday, but I can return it today. I can go over there today and return it, which doesn't make any sense.
What the man behind the register said was, "Oh man, our register won't let you return this today, but if you come back tomorrow, we'll give you your money back."
Correct.
As they have a sign on the door that said no refunds.
Now, we're going back today.
We're going to
doing
have to
this.
go back.
A lot of listeners think I was lied to, and the store will be condemned when we get back there on fire, or a different manager will be there who that guy didn't fill in on the process.
I'm hoping
A lot of people think it's going to be Christmas City. And you're going to be out of luck.
I'm hoping it becomes an Office Depot again. That we walk back into like a parallel universe.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
I just want you to walk in there. Like, I mean, if it was a reindeer, we could help you. I don't know.
We have different inventory, different SKU number.
Yeah, I really am concerned about what one of our listeners said. They're going to give me store credit. And
For next Halloween.
Or if it's Christmas Town now, I get something there.
Well, that would actually be more beneficial.
That'd be great. That'd be your best case scenario.
Some tinsel.
Because they're not putting $13 back on your Amex card.
They absolutely are. And here's our get on this one.
Okay. What are you gonna do?
We have it on tape.
We do. We have the chat logs, like Chris Hansen.
And we have yesterday's manager on video.
Okay,
saying,
but you need to be careful because that may be illegal.
To do what?
To record somebody without consent.
Yeah, I think this is a two-way consent state. It's a gray area.
It's going to be like the Monica Lewinsky thing. You weren't allowed to do that.
Wait, all of a sudden I'm Monica Lewinsky or I'm Bill Clinton? What am I?
No, you're the girl who recorded Monica Lewinsky.
Oh, Linda something her name was.
But you have Monica Lewinsky tendencies. You'd be Monica Lewinsky, not Bill Clinton.
I want to be Bill Clinton.
We all do, Brian.
I'm sure you do.
Some of us are Lewinsky, though.
Well, a follow-up video coming to socials after the show. We're going to go over there and get my $13 back from this defective parrot, this Halloween costume. The other costume part of it, I loved. It worked out quite well.
It was very authentic.
It was a pirate. And I got that one for the future, but you can see the video from yesterday.
If you painted that thing green, it would just be an elf costume. Do you realize that?
Well,
the way that has the zigzags?
That's my St. Patty's Day outfit.
Absolutely.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Takeaway time. You text in stuff that stayed in your brain about today's show. 312-591-8300. Trucker Mike says, takeaway. Case knows that Applebee's Dollaritas are back. He must have gotten that information on his CNN app.
There's nothing wrong with that. I'm an informed citizen.
I have to say that last night when I was out trick-or-treating, this guy's like, oh, I love the show. And I'm like, oh, thanks. And he goes, what's with that guy in his CNN notification? That was the only two things he said.
Oh, he's branded for life.
As somebody who reads the news...
Loser.
Keep your takeaways coming in.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Well, that's the message of the day. You can do anything you set your mind to. You know, come on now.
Is that what you're saying when you walk into Halloween City later today?
You're taking this parrot, man. I thought I could do anything I wanted to do today.
Wait, why are you using that voice?
I was trying to be like, I'm there a little bit.
Didn't work.
Okay, my bad. I'll look for that video later on of me trying to return the parrot for $13. Lauren's here.
Oh, boy.
What do you got coming up on your show, Lauren?
Well, it's the post-Halloween candy hangover, and I think I discovered a hack that will revolutionize your snack life on the way in this morning. I'm going to talk about that at 10:30.
Okay.
Oh, and Jude and the Lion and Need to Breathe tickets at 12:30.
That's a great show.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Takeaways from you guys, 312-591-8300. Case, what do you got?
Alex checked in from St. John's. He pointed out that the Bears have a history of blowing their draft picks.
Hey. Signing bonus. Soon. Signing bonus.
Oh, Lord. Kenzie.
Let's move on.
Follow that.
Another takeaway. Brian thought Kenzie did a phenomenal job with Kristen's costume.
Yep. Kristen's costume. Her son's name is Tristan.
Yeah, and you called him Kristen.
It was just a little mistake.
And then denied it.
And then, yeah, absolutely.
And then I had to pull the audio, put it in the show audio folder of you saying, Kenzie's son, Kristen. It's very offensive.
I still don't think I said it.
Okay, well, why don't you pull it up there, big guy?
Pull up the audio.
I can't. Let me see here. I think you guys always try to make Brian look bad, you know, and then
Make Brian look bad?
Yeah. Kenzie's child, Kristen, just cleaned up.
Play it again.
His child, Kristen, just cleaned up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Tristan, if you're listening. I want to hang out.
That was a hard K.
Got to be careful those hard Ks.
You emphasize that.
Finally, Chef Sean, takeaway. Halloween City presents Captain Cheap Ass and the Curse of the Return Policy. It's my money and I want it now.
If anybody wants to turn that into a book cover, feel free.
Please, when they deny your return today, can you hang it in the studio somewhere? The legacy of the parrot.
I'm not coming back with that parrot. They're taking it. I'm getting $13.
Or you're going to jail.
That's what we're doing. We're riding or dying with this.
Assaults Halloween City employee.
Miss a moment, miss a lot. Go to the Q101.com. Go to the Morning Crew podcast at Q101.com and anywhere you get your podcasts.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.